you guys? What is up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new vlog. Today I really need to get my life together, like so badly. Yesterday we did our typical Sunday reset, which obviously changes week to week for us, but we cleaned the house, did laundry, we did groceries on Saturday and just kind of got ourselves ready for the week, changed the bed sheets, like all that kind of stuff. But there's a lot that I need to do today in order to get my life together for the week. And I had the Sunday scaries so bad last night. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's just I'm in a really busy season with my corporate job and with YouTube and like grad school starting back up and everything. And I'm only taking one class, but that still puts extra responsibility on my plate, right? And all I want to do today is nothing. I just want to sit and I want to read all day and watch YouTube and just chill out. But I do think I need to have a bit of discipline with myself in the sense that my week will still feel chaotic if I don't do this stuff. Like nothing will change unless I do something today to make my week better and easier on myself, if that makes any sense. So you guys know I thrive off of like a reward system. So I told myself that if I got everything that I needed to get done, we could spend the afternoon reading because I'm really hoping to finish The Housemaid today. But I really just want to have a productive next few hours. This is kind of like a Sunday reset, except it's Monday, which is my Sunday. So, you know, we're just gonna get some shit done that's gonna make this week a little bit easier on myself. And examples of what I mean by that is like making some ginger shots, green juice, meal prepping some meals, filling up the containers, making smoothie packs. Like a lot of Sunday reset stuff, it's just not Sunday. And then we can relax this afternoon. I want to update my budget because I got paid from YouTube this morning, and just kind of like plan my week out and see how I can make this week easier on myself by prepping. The whole reason I need to get my life together really is because I have no idea where my wallet is. I know it's somewhere like in the house or in my car, like I haven't lost it, but I have no idea where it is. And so I just need to really get that together. My closet is a mess. I just want to focus the next few hours on doing all I can to make this week. So yeah, my closet's a mess, my office is a mess. I was really on autopilot the last week. It was so busy and I was just kind of going through the motions of the day, throwing things that like the house is now cluttered and chaotic, and I want to do my best to set myself up for a good week. Look at that cute little Stella booty right there. So that's my plan for this morning. I made myself a little to-do list, but I'm pretty sure I kind of went through everything with you guys already. Find wallet, make juice shots, make green juice, organize closet, some form of meal prep, finish my book, fill my containers, plan my week out and update budget, and then make a list of like errand things I need to get. Like I'm out of dry shampoo, so I need to pick that up. So I need to go to the grocery store, which I know we did our big grocery haul on Saturday, but you guys know Matt and I we actually save a lot more money doing it this way, as we just do little grocery shops more often. So I'm gonna go and pick up a few things today. But yeah, I want to start by picking up the bedroom. I'm just gonna like organize the closet, organize my clothes, make the bed, and then I think I'm just gonna honestly head out and run my errands now, just like kind of get them over with, and then we can come home and just kind of do everything else we need to do around the house. I'm probably gonna have to like vacuum. I'm all about realistic productivity, but sometimes I feel like I really need to like crack down on myself and like tell myself that, you know, like get up off the couch, you need to get shit done, because if I don't break this cycle of like being overwhelmed and not doing anything about it, it's just gonna keep happening and I'm just gonna burn out. So doing these little things to set my week up for success, I feel like is the way I need to go. And let's jump into it. We have coffee, we are ready for our adventure, we are fueled up, we are ready to rumble. I ate breakfast at home and now we're about to hit the trifecta. So I need to go to Sephora and pick up dry shampoo. I have been looking for the last container for our kitchen since we did the whole like organizing the kitchen video. I bought matching containers from HomeSense, but I only bought 3 and I needed 4. And anyways, I've just been coming to check like every week to see if they have it, because obviously with HomeSense and like TJ Maxx and stuff, you never really know, like you have to like check a lot. So I'm just gonna check and see if they have a container that I need for the pantry. And then we're gonna go to Superstore and just pick up the little groceries I need. It's really not much. Like I said, we did groceries on Saturday, but there's just some random like little things that I need for the week. And so I wanna get kale, celery, lime yogurt, lettuce, like cups, like the round lettuce, tomatoes, and frozen lunches. We'll probably walk out with 1 or 2 other things, but it's not too much, which is great because it means it probably won't cost a lot. Let's hurry up and get these errands done. I'm just like not really in the mood to be out, which is not like me. You guys know I'm a big errand running gal, but I think it's just because we had such a busy weekend that I just want to honestly be at home. And the faster I get all my errands done, the faster we can just like organize the kitchen and then spend the rest of the day reading, because it's all about balance. So let's go in. I actually need to make sure I have a mask. Oh, I also want to clean my car too before we head home. Are any of these masks clean? Anyways, let's do this. Alrighty friends, we are really getting shit done today. I'm feeling good. Little Sephora haul for you. So this is the dry shampoo I use. You guys know I'm not a big Sephora gal. I really just think that you can find good products at the drugstore. Like, I'm a firm believer in that. Skincare, makeup, you name it. But dry shampoo is one of those things, and it's one of the only things that I will pay good money for because it's the only one that I find works for me. If you guys have a really great drugstore one, let me know. But so far, the Way one is killing it. And then when I was in the Winners Home Sense, they didn't have the container, but that's okay. They had just put a bunch of stuff on markdown, and I actually needed a new shower curtain. That's like so adulting. And I found this one and it was on sale for $24. So, I mean, it was originally $29, so I wasn't really saving a ton of money, but $5 I guess is better than nothing. And I like it because it's textured, so I'm gonna change my shower curtain out when I get home. I just don't have a backup. So when I wash it, I just don't have a shower curtain on for like 2 days. So I really wanted to just have a spare shower curtain so that I could obviously like wash it and stuff. So got that. I was looking to see if they had black hooks, but they didn't. That's okay. Not a big deal. But now we're gonna go and get our groceries and then go home. All right, guys, we're home. Here's my really random grocery haul. It's not really big, like I said, because Matt and I did groceries this weekend. These were just the little things I was missing. Picked up some of these boxer briefs that were on clearance for $5.94. I don't know why it says $9.94. They were on clearance for $5.94. I love to sleep in these with a giant t-shirt and like Skims Who. I'm not paying $40 for a pair of underwear, so love that. I got them in a large, so they're a little oversized when I'm bloated. I know y'all are gonna say, Carter, you can make egg bites. I know, but they never taste that good. And if you watch the weekly vlog, you would know I haven't really been into eggs since I've had COVID, so I walked by the aisle, saw these were on sale, and I was like, those look kind of good. Kind of leaning into whatever sounds good. So if these end up being eaten, I'll make my own, but I just got 2 packs. Spearmint tea. I drink that for my hormones, and I just love spearmint tea. I do 1 spearmint, 1 peppermint bag. Tons of Smart Sweets, because there's lots of fiber in them. And I have a sweet tooth. Tomatoes, and like I said, I just wanted a little lettuce, like this kind, so I can make BLT lettuce wraps. Kale, and then Matt and I have been saying we wanted to try kefir, and I picked up a plain one to put in smoothies and stuff. So super random haul, but it's all I really needed. I didn't want to spend a ton of money. Back from our little lunchtime 2K walk. I just feel really refreshed anytime I spend time outside. You know, I always come back to like what I need to do feeling just like refreshed and ready. One way I like to tackle a big to-do list is going by room. I don't know, it just makes sense in my head. So we're gonna do all this stuff in the kitchen. So I've taken out all the containers that need to be filled. We're gonna do ginger shots and green juice, and then we're gonna make smoothie packs. So that's the plan. And then just like, I guess, tidy up the kitchen. I probably need to unload the dishwasher. Then we'll move on, you know, to the bathroom and put up new shower curtains, stuff like that. It's currently 12:50. I'm hoping to be done all of my chores and everything by 3. I think that's fair, 2 hours. Anyways, let's get to it. All right, we've got 2 ginger shots, which have ginger, lemon, cayenne, turmeric, and pepper. But this is the part that sucks, is all this cleanup. Like all the cleanup. There's like, yeah, it's a bit of a mess. So we're gonna get this kitchen situated before we move on to the next step. Taking a little bit of a break because the kitchen's all cleaned up to have lunch and just sit down for like 5-10 minutes. I'm so excited about these BLT little ice wraps, iceberg lettuce wraps. I added some cheese in there just cuz, and you guys know I'm not keto or anything. I love me a good iceberg lettuce. I don't know, something crunchy about it, and this just like sounds so refreshing and good. Y'all know me, I love my carbs, but it sounded really good today. So I'm leaning into that, finishing my green juice. We got a cute doggy here. I'm actually gonna preheat the oven to cook the rest of the bacon as well. I feel like doing stuff like this, like meal preppy stuff, like making bacon, is so easy to do while you're doing other stuff because you just throw it in. So I'm gonna do that as well. And honestly, just sit down for a few minutes. Alright guys, I put up the shower curtain and I'm silly and realized what I was looking for was a shower liner. On Amazon, a shower liner. Okay, honestly, my office is something I've been avoiding picking up. It's just like my catch-all, and I feel like going into a new week, like that is Christmas stuff I still haven't taken care of. And honestly, this like will take me about 5 minutes. It's just, like I said, it's just always like the catch-all of things. So I just need to do a quick tidy up in here. All my computer stuff to last because today was one of those days where I had motivation to get things done, so I figured I would just leave the fun stuff for the end. But sometimes when I really need to motivate myself to get shit done, I do the fun stuff first so that I'm like having some momentum. But today I left the fun stuff to last so I could end on a fun note. It's currently 2:20, so we have 40 minutes before we're shutting down for the day and allowing ourselves time to relax and rest. So what I need to do now is update my budget spreadsheet since I got paid from AdSense. And now that I'm on a dividend system, basically what I'm going to do, which I'm gonna explain this in my budget with me video in more depth, is I'm basically gonna, first of all, because I work part-time, my paychecks from my corporate job pretty much just cover my bills, right? Because I took a pay cut to go part-time, which means I need to supplement that income with YouTube. So I will just look and see how much my credit card's at, and then where I'm at with savings goals, and then pay myself that, and then the rest will stay in my bank account. So for example, this month was an insane month for me because of like Christmas and the holidays and stuff. So my AdSense was $9,700, which that's after taxes because YouTube takes out 20% for taxes, but that's not what I'm paying myself. So I am paying myself, well, I'm paying myself a decent amount this month because I had car repairs, which was like $2,000. So my credit card is at $3,500 because I had all those car repairs. If we take that out, it's around $1,500, which I feel like is like my average spending between like groceries, gas, and all that. And I have my dentist, which hasn't been reimbursed yet, and I don't want that sitting on my credit card, so I'm gonna pay that as well. But basically, I'm gonna see where I'm at. So my credit card is at $3,500. So I know that I have to transfer myself at least $3,500 to pay my credit card off. And then I want to put money into my savings. Okay, so basically with my credit card and then my savings and investments, I want to send myself $49.75. So that will be like my payroll from the business this month. So I'm gonna put $49.75 there. Then we're good. That's kind of how I figure out how much I'm gonna pay myself. Honestly, I just like take my credit card bill and then whatever I need for savings and transfer myself that. If that makes any sense. I can probably reword that better in my budget with me video, but yeah. And then the rest of that money, so the $4,700 that's remaining will stay into my business account, pay off my business credit card, which has just like my running subscriptions on it, and then any business expenses I have, like my phone bill and stuff like that. So that's how I do that. So I just wanted to update my budget spreadsheet. I did that. Okay, yeah, I did that last night. I was gonna say edit on a weekly basis. I will go through and add my expenses from my credit card to my expense tracker. And now we're good. I'm feeling organized. Okay, the angle probably just changed a little bit because I had to put a new battery in. But that is that. I also just want to reiterate that $9,700 is not my average with AdSense by any means. It's usually closer to about $5,000, which is still so much money. I honestly, the imposter syndrome is so real, which I need to snap out of that because I feel like that's just like negative self-talk. But because of just like ads on my videos, and then a bunch of my videos hit 100,000+ views because of like resetting for the new year, my AdSense was just really high. So that's not my usual by any means. I would love it to be, but it is not my usual. It's just a lot higher because of the holiday season. So we can check that off, just like finishing up my budget. Okay, and then now what I have to do is I just want to go over my week and kind of see what's on the schedule. I love this. My management team just started doing weekly roundups, which is awesome. So basically just like a reminder for any gifting events and updates for content. So I'm just going over that for the week. Yeah, which is super awesome because then it's just like a little summary for me. And then I'm just gonna honestly go over my calendar and see what's going on. So like I know I have to go into the office on Thursday because I have a few in-person meetings. I know that I have a grad school assignment due on Friday, and I actually just booked a facial massage, which I'm so excited about. Just kind of plugging everything into my calendar, what my week looks like at a glance. I feel like also when I do this, it makes it less overwhelming because I always make it seem worse than it is, in the sense that I always make it seem like I have, which I do have a lot on my plate, but like an insane amount. And then when I actually look at it, I'm like, oh, I can do this, right? I just need to make sure everything for the week content wise is done before Thursday because I will be in the office, and you know, by the time I get home and stuff, like I've lost my daylight. I think I'm just a little stressed because next week I leave for Quebec City for a work conference, and I'm just very overwhelmed about that. So I think it's hard because I obviously love my job, but I purposely picked a part-time job so that I would have my Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday to myself to focus. And then I know it's only once in a while, but it still stresses me out that like I'm losing kind of like my Friday and my Saturday. So I'm just a little stressed, but I just need to be super on top of things this week and get ahead. Everything's gonna be okay. I need to edit an Instagram reel for a brand. They came back with just a change, so I need to just put that clip in the reel and send that back to my management company to submit. And I think that was it. Okay, I'm gonna make those changes to that brand stuff, and then I'm gonna submit that again. And I'll talk to you guys in a sec. Guys, last thing I'm gonna do is a little bit of a digital declutter before I like log off of like my computer and stuff for the day. I feel like going into a new week, especially when I'm really busy, like the last 2 weeks, I don't think I've really looked at my email inbox. Like I've answered emails, well, I just want to say for my personal job, not for work. Obviously I answer work emails, but in a personal sense, like when brands are emailing me or when contracts are coming in, I've just been so busy that I haven't cleared out my inbox, which gives me anxiety. So we're going to clear out my inbox, my personal and my business one. And then I also just like to go through on a weekly basis because I used to not do this enough. And now to go through my camera roll, I told myself when I got my new phone a few weeks ago, I'd be really good at staying on top of that. And I'm always like screenshotting TikTok stuff, screenshotting emails. So I want to go through this as well. So let's just get that organized. I did such a good job this year of making, which I can show you guys, like little subfolders in my inbox to stay organized. And now I need to do my due diligence of like dropping the emails in those folders, if that makes sense. This is my personal email, so I just have it categorized by like the year. So I have archives, life admin, 2023. This is just like my packages to pick up because I use a US address. And then I have vacations for like Disney. This is how I organize like, you know, our plane tickets and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go through, and especially on my personal email, I get so many like junk messages. So I want to go through and really keep this all organized because I'm not doing a good job of it. And then this is just what my business email looks like. So I have my business expenses if it was like a digital purchase. I have sales receipts, which is when my management company pays me for a brand deal, signed contracts, and then I just have old stuff like archived collabs and whatnot. So I'm gonna empty both of these inboxes out and let's do it. 4 o'clock. I followed through my promise to myself to stop working around like 3. I think it was like 3:15 when I stopped getting stuff done, and I sat my butt down here and I finished my book. And I'm so proud of myself because you guys know I was in such a big reading slump at the end of last year, and I didn't realize that there was going to be a sequel to this book, which I'm so excited about. It comes out this month. And honestly, like I said, I'm going to film a whole book vlog this week, which I think will be the video you guys see on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. And I'll talk more in depth about all the books I've read lately in it. I think I'm gonna give it a 4. It was really, really good, don't get me wrong. And I can see how it would be a 5-star read for people. But I feel like I've already read a book very similar to that before. And I think with thrillers, it's kind of hard sometimes to do something that no one else has done. That's not me saying she's copying or anything. I just mean I feel like I've already read a few books with this kind of plot. It reminded me a lot of Verity, so if you liked Verity, I would highly recommend reading it. And it was really, really good. I really liked her writing style. I feel like, wow, Stella's really just yawning it up over here. There's a lot of thrillers I don't love because of the writing style. Like, I need something that has short chapters, and it was really good. It kept me super drawn in. I will say nothing really happens for like the first 50% of the book though, which is kind of frustrating. I say this all the time, but I think thrillers are so hard to read because it's so subjective. Like, a plot twist that I figure out might not be a plot twist that someone else figures out. So I kind of guessed, so at around 50%, I kind of guessed it because, like I said, I've just read a few books that are really similar like this, and I'm gonna put like a little spoiler here. So if you haven't read it, just skip over like a minute. But as soon as the wife kept being labeled as crazy, I kind of had a feeling it was a whole like wife made herself crazy because her husband's actually the crazy one and she was trying to escape, which ended up being what it was. But don't get me wrong, it was still so well written and I really, really loved it. I really, really like her writing style, so I'm excited to read some more of her books. But yeah, I just feel so good when I finish a book and I can update it in the app. And you guys always ask me what I use to track my books. I don't use Goodreads. I don't have anything against it, but I really just love Storygraph. It's a female-owned app, and I just really prefer the way it's laid out. I don't love the way the Goodreads app looks. It used to be very glitchy, and I don't know, I just really, really love the Storygraph app. So I'll have like my little, I think it's just my username. I can link it down below for you guys, but I really just like the way it's laid out.